to be in love. Hey, tell me what it's like to feel protected when you hug. I've been feeling like I'm stuck. I'm so stubborn when it come to feelings. Do I love or do I lust and just enjoy the feeling? Trust me, it's a difference. See, I'm always gonna protect my heart. But when this love is no protection, can't just give them parts. You give your all, and if you don't, then you just make it hard. But when this lust, forget the problems, just come get me hard. This how we leave our women scarred. The lust create a soul tie.
WOVU-LP Cleveland.
Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby.
What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, everybody?
Nothing on you. I know you feel where I'm coming.
What's up, world? What's up, world? Y'all listening to Uncut Uncensored. It's your girl T in the house. I know it's not D Boogie. It's not the voice that y'all used to hearing. But guess what? This is what you're getting. So, it ain't no bang bang today. Nope. This is it.
That's what they get.
This is it.
They'll be good with what they get.
This is it.
Wow.
This is it. So, y'all gonna bear with us today. We missing a couple people. D Boogie not here. Tender not here. She's under the weather. I believe D Boogie is in travels, and so this is what we got going on.
All right now. Let's
So
go.
we gonna do our how to finds, and thank you, DJ Chris Styles.
I ain't gonna let you go.
So
what we do.
so when y'all go and see the YouTube video, y'all would notice that I am behind the board. And if it looks like I don't know what I'm doing,
That might be
kind of true.
No, we're learning as we go.
So DJ, yeah, that's what it is. DJ Chris Styles is helping me so I don't completely flop it. But you know what? Nevertheless, we're moving forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my how to finds out the way first. Y'all can catch the show on IG at Uncut.Uncensored is where y'all can catch the show on IG.
You pulled a boogie. You boogie.
I'm trying to get it together.
Now you should feel sorry for me up there doing all those things, and y'all just be like, "What it is?"
Well, you know, he's a professional. You know, he does this. This is what he does. But y'all can catch the show on IG at Uncut.Uncensored. Also, y'all can catch us on YouTube. This is where y'all can catch all of our footage. Y'all can put the voices behind the face or the face behind the voice. Y'all can actually see us in action. You're gonna go to YouTube, okay? You hear me, bald head specialist?
I got you.
And then you are going to type in Relationship Talk Uncut Uncensored. You're gonna subscribe to that, okay? You'll be able to check out all the videos. That's where y'all can find us on YouTube.
Like and subscribe.
There you go.
Like and subscribe.
Please do.
Exactly.
Please do. So without further ado, I'm going to spin it around and let these fellas introduce themselves. I'm the only woman on the panel today, but guess what? Your girl can hold her own. Don't even worry about it. I got this. Go ahead.
I will let my guest go first. Let my man get him in there.
Okay.
Oh, man. I am Mr. the Bald Head Specialist from Diamond Cut Barbershop.
I'm going to need you to speak it to the mic a little bit more.
I am the Bald Head Specialist from Diamond Cut Barbershop.
Okay. Your IG handle, where can they find you?
Bald Head Specialist.
Okay. If they looking for you, can they find you?
Exactly.
Now, can they drop into your DMs?
Absolutely. I ain't hard to find.
Okay. All right. So that's on IG, the Bald Head Specialist? Mm-hmm. All right. Co-host Kane.
Brothers, sisters, friends, and family, you can find me at IG at Kane, Kane _creates. That is my IG. You can come find me there. Go ahead, drop in, slide in, backflip in, do what you got to do to get in there.
Backflip in.
Do what you got to do. It might be a little crowded, but go ahead, elbow somebody out. Go ahead and holler at me. That's the only place you find me on social media right now. But Kane _creates, because we create our own futures.
All right. Well, we're going to jump right on into it. So last week we was talking about the whole, was it the assets?
Being an asset
versus
in a relationship.
a liability.
Versus a liability. So I remember I kind of said that it puts me in the mindset of what you bring to the table. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to let the fellas, kind of jump in on that first, and then I'm going to give it from the female point of view, is what makes a woman an asset versus a liability. That's how we coming. Because right now, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to make sure. Because right now we gotta, you see so much stuff on YouTube. You see a lot of stuff on Instagram. And every woman believes that they are it. No. I ain't throwing no shade, ladies. Listen, you hear a lot of women like, man, listen, I cook, I do this, I do that. You hear it a lot.
Yes.
So from the brother's perspective, Mr. Ballhead Specialist, co-host Kane, whichever y'all want to jump in. Rafiq, I don't know how you going to grab the mic. And you know what? As a matter of fact, let me pause. Listen, we got our cameraman also. I got a complete brain freeze.
Third Eye Productions.
Because I can't think right now.
When you look at it and you see all the smooth action, you hear all that. Third Eye Productions will put us together. Brother Rafiq is the man around here with that. He gets us all looking good. Leaves me looking good because can't get too close. With this old face. Y'all can't hide my wrinkles.
You all right? You got this. All right. So one of y'all jump in first. So what makes a woman an asset versus a liability?
Ooh, boy, that's a loaded one, boy.
Yeah, it is loaded.
Come on, then let's hey.
But they can get unloaded.
Yeah,
well, let's unload it then. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Who going first?
I'm gonna talk about. I want you to go after me, please.
No
but I want to talk about one of the things the point you said, where almost every woman you see on every platform, every social media, thinks that she is the queen of all gods of the universe, and the sun don't rise and the moon don't set unless she's breathing oxygen.
Oof.
And that is because I believe just society has made women to feel like that in general. And because women are pursued versus being the pursuers. 9 times out of 10, the most male to female relationships, there are sisters who step out and go, but majority of it, and that's across all cultures, black, white, Puerto Rican, Jew,
right.
American, like men pursue women. So women have this kind of on a pedestal thing sometimes because like, I'm going to put you on the spot, Tasha.
Ooh.
Yep, I'll put you right on the spot.
Why you got to put me on the spot?
No, because you're the only woman here, so it's just you.
Okay.
Throughout the day, just on a regular Sunday through Wednesday or whatever day you going to the store, going over to Momo's 185th, because I know it's one of your favorite spots to eat.
Right.
Wherever you go, just going handling your errands. How many brothers just holler at you?
None.
You lies and garbage. Lies and garbage.
None.
Just you full of poop on a stick.
None. I don't know what you're talking about.
Whatever. Anyway,
no one ever tried to talk to me.
Whatever. Bruhs is always just randomly seeing beautiful women and just jumping out of cars, off of buses, out of planes.
That's what I hear.
That's what you hear.
That's what I hear.
And we like, hey, sweetie, hey, boo-boo, hey. We just at the gas, we just random, just like we see a woman we've never met before and just start trying to talk to her. And so that will give, I don't want to say an inflated self-confidence to a woman, but not to knock any female out there. Keep your self-confidence, boo-boo. But based upon sometimes it's a lot about what your package has, but then bruh get the package home from Amazon and that box is empty.
So let me make sure I'm understanding, and then you can jump in. So you're saying that because women are used to being pursued on a daily basis, that they have this inflated idea or perception that they
of their own value. Right.
But then you're saying, okay, yeah, the package looks good, but the problem is when you get the package home, that's where the problem comes in at.
Yeah, this is not what I ordered. You thought it was from Amazon, and this is from Wish.
But whose fault is that then? Okay, so before you jump in, Mr. Ballhead Specialist, but why is that the woman's fault? That sounds to me like that's the man's fault. Maybe you should have did a better job of of assessing and not just going after what you what you see. So again,
it ain't just the dudes hitting on her. It's social media that's doing it. So
yes.
You got people constantly, they have this inflated vision of themselves because they think that like enough likes and hearts on Facebook and Instagram equals who they really are in real life. It's like having your own like spokesperson. So like who you present yourself as on social media, and everybody done got real good at this.
That's true.
Yes.
The real version. And I tell people that all the time. Like I post, me having a good time. I'll post stuff about my business. And that. For the first time, any woman try and talk to me, I'm like, that's that.
That's not real.
Let's talk about the real. Get to know the real me. That's not the real me. I had the courage to say that. Most women don't. Because they love the likes. They love the attention. They love people sliding in the DMs and all of that. And it's like, you need to pump your brakes a little bit. Because just because you got a bunch of thirsty dudes all up in your DMs does not mean
that you that one. So so we gonna that's interesting. Okay, so we gonna take a quick break. At least I'm gonna attempt to take a break here. But we gonna come back because basically what y'all saying is that what y'all see is not what y'all get. But I need to understand, the whole asset liability thing, because I still think that that's your fault. You know,
of course you do.
Y'all shouldn't be so shallow.
Of course you do, Tasha.
I mean,
of course you think it's our fault.
I do.
I'd be so glad when this break over.
You jump right in. You coming right back to you when you jump in on that.
Okay, well look here.
It's our fault.
It is. It's our fault. You know, maybe if y'all looked a little bit deeper than what y'all see, you know, maybe y'all can make better choices. You know, on that note, I'm gonna turn your mics off.
We'll be back, y'all.
And we'll be back.
Full speed ahead.
What's up, everybody? We are back. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all listening to Uncut Uncensored. Thank you again, DJ Chris Styles. So listen, y'all. If y'all see it on YouTube, and if it looks as if I don't know what I'm doing, see, I ain't got no shame in my game. I put my own stuff out there so nobody else can. Look, if it look like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I do not. Okay, I am learning on the fly. You got it? So tune in, YouTube, Relationship Talk, Uncut Uncensored. So we went to break, and I was saying that I truly believe it's the man's fault. Because I'm just saying, you know, maybe y'all shouldn't be so shallow. You know, maybe you should take some time to get to know the package first before you continue to stalk them.
Oh, really? Oh, did you go there?
I did.
Really?
I did.
Really?
I did. You know, you stalk based on what you see.
Okay.
You know.
Can you please?
Yeah.
Can you please?
Yes.
So, Mr. Ballhead Specialist.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So,
your question is what?
I mean, so we talking about being an asset versus a liability.
Okay.
So maybe you should pull up the reins a little bit on the pursuit and get to know what you're pursuing. You know, like Rafiq said, I mean, what you see on social media is not what you get. But y'all get fooled by what you see. Maybe have some conversation. Do people do that anymore? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Specialist.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Please.
I'm literally gonna put the nail in the coffin.
Come on.
Literally. Okay. As far as being an asset and being a liability in a relationship, I'm gonna be honest and just going to put it out there that, you know, it ain't just women.
Okay.
You got women and men fall prey to this.
Okay.
Literally, to be honest, because some of the women and some of the men do not do their homework. Literally,
that's what I'm saying.
When they get ready to, you know, pursue someone or meet someone, once they meet them, they don't do their homework.
Right.
Not only that, some women literally don't know their worth.
Ooh.
Let me explain what I'm saying.
Come on now. Ooh, you coming.
They don't know their worth, and they think their worth is how much money they make, what kind of car they drive, what kind of house they live in, and the clothes they buy.
Yep.
If you listen, you pick 5 women and ask them what is they worth, and watch 3 of them go straight to about how much money they make, what kind of car they drive, the clothes they buy, anything materialistic.
That's it.
Will not come up with the real answer of what their worth is.
That is
because
so true.
believe me, if they do know, then they would understand why they should do their homework when they meet someone.
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
And that's vice versa as far as men too. It ain't just women, it's men too.
Yeah, man.
So we're going to keep it across the board right here. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, I agree.
Be honest.
I do agree with that.
I'm pretty much speaking the first person, and I'm gonna just keep it all the way on that. An asset, as far as a woman in a relationship, for me, is she's going out getting it like me. We going out getting it together, and we bringing it home together. See, we discuss what bills are in the house. We discuss what the reality of maintaining a home is. Having conversations about, bills, rent, mortgage, lights, gas, and like I said, in my relationship, it's a hit, we split. If it's a spare, we share. And if it's an extra coming in on one end, then it's not hidden, it's shared. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, when it come to that, like her being an asset, she understands what it means to be a team player.
That's
to be
good.
a team player. Now, when if she was a liability, then she'd just be doing this all day, every
Hand
day.
out.
Her hand would be out all day, every day. I need this. Can you get me this? Can you this? Can you can I have? Can I this? Can I that? I need this. I need that. There's no responsibilities on her plate. She has no knowledge of anything that has something to do with responsibilities of life on her plate. And then when she go out on the limb, as far as on the liability side, you meet a guy, and because you're looking for Shamar Moore, no disrespect to the brother, but I'm just saying, if you're looking for Idris, Shamar Moore, or whoever it is,
years ago, but we on Idris.
And I experienced this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I experienced this. Yeah, I see. My life is not off limits.
So you experience.
I've
I
experienced
appreciate the
this.
transparency.
Yeah,
So
my
on what
life ain't off
level?
limits. All of it. I've experienced
Gotcha.
all of it. Listen, my ex-wife, literally.
You gonna put her out there like that?
Yeah.
Woo! I love
My
it.
ex-wife
Listen, let's disclaimer:
literally-
do not come looking for uncut. Okay.
Listen, we gonna put
Come-
it out there
come-
because I'm putting reality
forget-
to what I'm saying.
for Mr.
This ain't made up. I ain't speaking about nothing that's written or script. This is real life. You
I
understand what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
So when I speak about a female that's is a liability to a relationship, to a marriage, I've experienced it.
Right.
I've experienced of being told that you're just something different. That I just wanted something different. And then when you get a chance to experience something different, the different that you experience is not what you saying the physical look of what you used to. So when you get with something, you just taking a chance. I just want to experience something different with me. With me, you getting real qualities of a man that knows his worth, a man that knows to understand what comes up under the umbrella of real stability in a relationship. You understand that the trust is earned and it's just not given. And you coming home to real home cooked meals, bath water ran with Calagon water in it. You understand what I'm saying? Your meals,
Calagon.
Ladies, listen.
Listen, sisters just got to
You
Google
coming home
Calagon
with
right
Calagon
now.
Water in it. You coming home to that. Your bath water ran and all that good stuff. You get foot rubs and rub downs when you come in from work. All that. But then when you leave, the person that I just want to try something different, and you go looking for the Shamar Moore, and you find out that he can't even boil water.
Ruh-roh.
He
Shaggy.
can't even boil water.
Ruh-roh,
So
Shaggy.
is the grass greener on the other side syndrome. So let me ask you
Absolutely.
this. Let me ask you this because you said a lot, and I appreciate that transparency. So let me ask you this. Whew, man.
You can ask me anything. My life is not off limits.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that, ladies. Listen, y'all better tune in. We gonna listen.
I'm
If
gonna answer
anybody,
the questions that don't nobody want to answer. So
you gonna. Ladies, listen. Tune in. If y'all listening. I forgot to tell y'all. Y'all can also catch the show. Listen, please cop the WOVU app. Listen, not just for Uncut Show, but we have some really, really great content on WOVU. We are a community radio station. We believe in supporting Black and brown things. But yeah, cop the app. It's WOVU. This way, if you have the app, you can listen anywhere. You can be downtown, uptown, around the town, out of state, out the country. You can just download the app from your Apple phone, your Google phone, and you can listen anywhere. That's WOVU. All right. I wanted to make sure I gave y'all that because the station may not come in clear some places, but if you have the app, you'll be able to get it. So let me ask you this. I want to pose this question to both of y'all, but first, you bald head specialists. Now, you mentioned, a woman being a team player. You also mentioned a woman being an asset when she knows her worth. Now, a lot of women, when you watch these YouTube, shows and things like that on Instagram, the first thing a woman does come out and say is, I make my own money. I got my own bag. I got my own house and I got my own car. So that would play into what you said. You know, that would be what appears to be a woman who's coming to the table with her own. So would that not qualify her as an asset woman? That's the first part. I'll let you answer that part first. Both of y'all. Yes? No? You say no? Co-host?
Not necessarily.
No.
You say no, too?
I don't care about what you got materially.
Okay.
You know why I don't care about what you got
Go ahead.
materially? Because one, you can lose it tomorrow.
Very true.
And trust me, I've been in a situation where I had one day and the next day I didn't.
Absolutely.
I'll put my business out there. I worked in the mortgage industry in 2008. That it crashed like a house of cards.
Absolutely.
So all of us was balling. And the
next minute we were not.
We were not. And that goes for both ways. If you do, and not to diminish finances, because your money got to be, your paper got to be right to be in a successful relationship. I don't care what anybody says.
That's right. If the money ain't right, the honey ain't right. But go ahead.
Right.
Just saying.
It is. So, and that's on both ends. So, but. And I say this is especially for a man. We don't care about how much money you got, how much this, that, and the third materialistic you have. That doesn't impress any man that you've ever met. It does make us feel a little more secure that you're not after mine. It does give us that. It does so you got yours, so I know you're not after mine because you have your own.
Right.
So, but that being said, that is not going to be in a super attractive factor to bring somebody to oh, you got this, that, and the third. Oh, that's great. Because any man who's like that, honestly, is some you might have something. You might be looking at a little gigolo spirit, sweetie, little gigolo spirit. Because I'm really not concerned. What a woman has financially. If she has her own, great. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
But. Because you need to have other assets for me as a man, because all that can go away tomorrow. Right. So if my thing is if we were dead broke tomorrow, what do you bring to that table? If you ain't got nothing but lint in your pocket, what do you have?
Right.
So I would say, with that being said, a woman has to look at, okay, and I'm gonna say this, as a woman. If you ain't got no money in your pocket, and besides your cookies, what do you have as an asset to a man? Stop
Absolutely.
and think about it. Without your materialistic stuff, well, I got my wipe that off the table. Without your cookies, because everybody got a cookie.
Right.
Without that, what asset do you bring to the table to any other man?
Absolutely.
What do you bring? And you have to answer that question, because if you can't answer that,
it's a problem.
It's an issue, sweetie. It's an issue.
Yeah.
And it's the flip side for a man. Because though men are more judged on our financial success, which I think that's fair. That's fair in society.
It's absolutely fair.
So, but, okay, bro, let's say you ain't got no paper tomorrow. It's all wiped out. First of all, can you go get it again? One. Two, besides you bringing home the bacon, when you get home, besides the bacon you brought, what other assets do you bring to her situation?
Right there. Listen, I want to jump in with that. Those are, listen, y'all on it. Y'all better make sure y'all tuning in. If you're missing the show, jump on YouTube, because this is trending. People are quick to talk about what you bring to the table. And I hear a lot of women be like, I'm the table. And, I'm here. And they think because they show up and they look good and the package on the outside is good. I'm going to tell you, this is what I tell my son. I tell my son this. Number one, you definitely want to get something you're attracted to. That's number one. You want to get something that's going to be pleasing to your eye. Because if not, you will be looking over the fence. Okay? Because if she is not pleasing to your eye, you're going to get bored and, you're going to wander. That's number one. Number two, and I'm going to keep it all the way real. This is what I tell my son. I say, listen, you've seen your mother hustle, okay? You've seen your mama grind. So I have set the bar. So do not get with a woman who does not know how to go get that money. Because like you just said, co-host Kane, is that you had the money, can you get it again? Life is full of ups and downs and ebbs and flows and seasons and everything. 1 minute you on top, 1 minute you on the bottom. But I can guarantee you this, for the fellas and the ladies listening, if you know how to go get that bag, you gonna know how to go get that bag. Okay, that's number two. Now, here's where here's where I bring it down a little bit. And I tell them this. Here's some of the most important parts. You want to get a woman that knows how to speak to you and encourage you. And I believe that that's universal for men and women. I am my son's biggest encourager. And life will beat you down. And it's a fine line and it's a fine dance between allowing you to have a pity party and then say, okay, now listen, it's time to get up. I believe part of being an asset for a man, being an asset, either a man or a woman, you have to be able to encourage your mate. You got to be able to speak life into them. When life is beating them down, you got to know how long to give them a pity party, and then you got to know when to tell them it's time to get up. And I believe a lot of men and women miss that because people don't know how to encourage people anymore. I believe we live in such a narcissistic world that everybody is so consumed with what they need and what their desires are and what they want that the whole encouragement piece is missing. I'm proud of you. You did a good job. Man, you did that. How often do y'all hear that as men?
Oh boy. So do you want to go or I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna give a personal experience. I'm gonna come on my bag of what happened to me. That women, ladies, sisters, listen to me very carefully. Put your ear close to the radio. You go speak either to the king or the fool in your man. There are two people in him. Which one you talking to?
Absolutely.
If you keep talking to the fool, that's who you go see. Keep talking to the king, that's who you will see.
Absolutely.
Think of him as a king. Talk to him like a king. Refer to him as a king. Treat him like a king. Even if he ain't got his crown right now, assess, does he have a crown plan? Right. Do you see him working on a crown plan?
Exactly.
Like, take some time. Like we said earlier, don't just jump in. Like, if he said, I'm going to open a business, I'm going to do this, because everybody know opening a business. Does he have an EIN? Has he formed an LLC or S corp?
Head a business?
Does he have a business banking account somewhere? Like some basics. Now, if that's just for that lane. But if he said I'm going to school, I'm about to graduate, is he in class now? Does he take courses? Like all the stuff that people say they go do, watch and see how much progress they're making on. That's one. Two. Now, if you see the person making progress on it or working on it, you have to be able to speak life into that situation for them. Encourage, because I don't care what you're doing or what path you're in, there's going to be some difficulty.
Absolutely.
There's going to be some obstacles. When I first opened my business, I'm studying it, and I don't have a mentor for it. And I'm trying to, I just so everyone knows, I work in real estate. We'll leave it there. But I work in real estate, and I didn't know anything really about it.
Right.
So I went to YouTube University.
Okay.
And the mate I had at the time sees me watching all these videos. I'm taking notes, and they say, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, blah blah blah. I'm learning real estate, so I'm about to do this, that, and the third in real estate." And the first word out this person's mouth was, "You can't do that."
Wow.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. Wow.
And granted,
this is your mate.
This is partner, mate.
Yeah.
At this time. And granted,
wow,
I was in a financial situation where I didn't know how I was going to get into it. I honestly didn't know.
You were kind of probably doubting your own self at that time.
I'm working on faith.
Exactly.
Just double faith.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I don't know how this going to work,
yeah,
but I'm going to make this work.
Absolutely.
Like, people are saying it works. People have done it. I don't know how.
Exactly.
And I promise you, on God is my witness, my first deal, I did everything wrong. Everything. I just messed the whole deal up.
That's a great example. Right.
Everything. Like everything you supposed to not do, I did it. But I feel God blessed me with my effort to show me you put faith in this. I'm going to bless you that it works.
Absolutely.
So I now knew it worked.
Yeah.
So because I was super discouraged.
Of course.
Because they're like, I didn't put all this work in it. I'm about to make no money.
Yeah.
And I done wasted all this time. But that portion of it, you have to have somebody talking to you, and in the rough times of what, because that's the thing, like he said, you get somebody, they can't boil water, they can't talk to you. What type of relationship do they have? Are they going to be, because especially if you have kids or are going to have kids together, you have to look at their type of parenting skills? What are their goals for? Like, okay, what are you have to look at all that. It's a whole package. It's like, to me, if you were gonna buy a business, so my man, bald head specialist, run a barbershop. So let's just say I want to invest in his business. I said, man, I think he's doing right. Let me partner up with him. I'm not gonna give him a couple bands of my money without looking at his business thoroughly, investigating. He might be the coolest brother on the planet. I really like him.
Right.
But how's his business skills? How's them numbers looking? He could be a great guy, but them numbers could be trash. And that's what sometimes, like he was saying, people don't look, take time, pause, go through the books, look, open look, see what's going on, and see what do they have besides those other things that the outside glittery, like my man Rafiq said. What's besides how they looking on the gram? How are you looking in real life?
Absolutely. Well, listen here. We're gonna go to break. We're gonna come back right there. We're gonna come back with the bald head specialist. But I want to go on break right here. I want to say this is that you said a very powerful point when you got ready to jump into your business. You were with someone, in the whole partnership, and she said what you could not do. Now, here's what an asset woman looks like. When you come with a plan, ladies, I'm trying to tell y'all something. It's not just about your money, okay? It's not just about your car. All that is good. But when you come and your man has some big ideas, even if you don't fully believe in it, just say, okay, I believe you can do that. And just jump in and help him. Roll your sleeves up. You be the secretary and everything else that he need. That's the difference between a liability and an asset. We're going to go to break. Y'all listening to Uncut, Uncensored. What's up, y'all? We're going to figure this thing out. Go ahead, y'all can speak. Bring us in, one of y'all.
Okay. I'm going right into the asset and the liability part as far as I'm concerned. You're going to find out when you hit a situation where it may bring you to rock bottom. The moment you hit that level, you are going to find out exactly, is that person an asset or a liability.
Woo.
The moment you hit that level, and I mean that level doesn't feel like anything but what it is. I've been there several times.
Right.
So you're going to find out exactly, is that person an asset or a liability.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing with me. You got people. Notice I said people because it's not just men or it's just women.
Right.
So when they pick a person to be with and they don't do their homework on this individual, this person more than likely was not honest about the type of relationship they wanted to be in. So
facts.
When you don't do your homework, you find out that this person wants everything from a committed relationship.
Yeah.
But when they are not around you, their actions is of an open relationship.
Ooh. Come on now.
I experienced that firsthand, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Everything about them when they at home is clearly totally committed. Real stability up under the umbrella. The whole everything that comes with real stability up under the umbrella is when they at home. But when they not at home,
whole difference.
From that point they hit that door, their life is like as if they're in an open relationship. And when you do that, understand something. When you do that, you rob that person from their choice to choose. See, most men think they do the knocking, but they don't do the knocking. The women do the choosing
all day long.
So there's no reason for you to rob anybody from their choice to choose on anything. When all you got to do is just be clear about what it is that you signing up for. You be clear about what it is you signing up for. You're not responsible for the next person's actions.
Nope.
You're only responsible for how you respond to the next person's actions. Most of them don't even understand what the 80-20 rule is.
Ooh. Go ahead, break it down.
What I'm saying? Most of them don't even understand what the 80-20 rule is. They lose. They 80 by chasing that 20.
Because nobody's gonna be 100% of everything that
Understand
they're
what I'm
supposed
saying?
to be.
When you
that don't exist.
Exactly.
Right.
It doesn't exist. There's no 100% woman and there's no 100% man.
That's true.
So what you need to do is when you do your homework, you're gonna find out exactly, do you really need to take the opportunity or the chance on this person. But if you don't thoroughly do your homework, then you can't really point the finger when something decides to happen, something decides to go wrong, because you didn't do your homework. You didn't have these type of conversations with him or her about the things and the issues and the different things that you're supposed to have the conversation about.
Because there are different things that different people bring to the table.
Yes.
I'm gonna put one of my past relationships on blast again.
We just
Come on with it.
Yeah, she may or may not be listening.
Yeah.
One of the assets that she did not have, she couldn't cook.
My ex-wife couldn't cook either.
Does that matter though?
Yes.
I'm just asking. Jeez, listen. I'm just
You know
asking
what,
questions.
you know what though? Even if she cannot cook, now understand something.
She can order good.
Not only just order, but
Okay.
understand, if she understood and knew what you meant to her, she's saying how much you mean to her, then she gonna go find out how to cook. She got aunts that can cook. She got great aunts that can cook. So how is it that you
What if
won't
she
go
can't
find out?
cook, but she can,
There's nothing
I'm just-
a woman cannot find out how to do.
Okay, look here, bald head specialist. I'm just asking questions, okay? I don't really like the way you looking at me.
You said it's important though. Like we.
I mean, the way y'all responded, I felt like I was being.
Because you
I'm
got
just
to question
saying.
the veracity
I'm
of the
just
question.
saying.
I'm just saying.
Like it wasn't a legit question.
I'm just saying, does it matter if she can't cook? She got all these other qualities.
But that's fine. But that has to be like something that is, out there on the table. Like, listen, boo, I don't really cook that well. Okay, then I know how to adjust my lifestyle going forward on that. Because I think I said this last week, and somebody got offended.
Okay. Okay.
I think they chimed in on IG because I said bruhs will pull up on a sister working at Mickey D's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they was offended. That's fine. You can be offended.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing wrong with a McJob at all. Honest hard work
To each his own.
versus. But like the point of what I was saying with that was that your women's financial status is not as important to men as men's financial status is to women. Which again, I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm not calling women gold diggers or I'm not insinuating that.
Right.
What I am saying is that if a brother's at a certain financial status and he pulls up a sister and let's say you don't know where she work at, he don't know what she does, you know what I'm saying, but you got the package looking like it's going on, sisters, and sisters, y'all can dress some stuff up. Y'all can put some shine on some stuff, you know what I'm saying? But as I get to know you a little bit better, maybe you need to reveal, well, I've had some issues.
But haven't we all?
I do have some student loan debt I'm still working on. I got a few credit cards that need to be paid off. Whatever your situation is.
But do you reveal that information that early?
You got. I'm not saying like on the third date, but I'm saying as a point as this thing is getting a little more serious. Mm-hmm. There's a time to start revealing certain pieces of information in your financial status, and like maybe you just know I ain't good with money. You might just need to tell this, like, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Mm-hmm. Me and my track record with money has not been the best. My FICO's a 12, and like I still owe people from blah blah. Okay, if I know that,
yeah,
like he said, that's just the same as any other situation. Okay. All right, I need to make a decision based upon that information you've gone with it, and maybe I'm in your life to help you fix that. Then maybe we can partner up together, and I can show you a tool or two that nobody didn't show you. You know what I'm saying? We can work on that together as a couple, versus you hiding credit cards from me, and you got.
Well, you can only be hiding credit cards if y'all are living in the same house.
See, things on the note that my man was just speaking about and what you just said is the fact that once the situation gets to the point where you are really considering this man or this woman to be in your life, like we getting ready to take it to that stage. So when you getting ready to take it to that level, then there are certain and a lot of other things that need to be set down at the table and talked about.
Right.
Something as simple as you meet my kids. Like, you can't meet my kids.
Right.
No, for me.
You see what I'm saying? You can't. If you seeing someone, just
Yeah.
for an example, if you seeing someone and y'all doing y'all one too, that don't mean you need to meet my kids.
I agree with that.
It's
I
a
You
minute.
can't meet my kids. You cannot meet my kids until you have earned the right
I
to
agree
meet them,
with that.
and that's only if I'm considering you being in my life.
Yeah.
If
I
you're
agree.
not, if we just doing our 1-2, you can never meet my kids.
Right.
I feel like everyone, it's not just me.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone that has children, if
Absolutely.
you're seeing someone, meaning dating, that person cannot meet your children.
For a minute.
Period. The only time
For a
that
long
you,
time.
the only time that you introduce someone to your children is the moment when you are literally considering that person to be in
Yeah.
your life, and at that point, they still have to earn the right to meet them.
I agree.
It's also, as other things need to be discussed on the table, as far as things that's going to go on when you guys come as one.
Yeah.
When you guys saying we finna do this, we finna do that, okay, then there's certain things we need to talk about. Like I said, bills, the responsibility of the house. You got some people that, man, say I'm doing everything. That's fine. It's different strokes for different folks.
Right.
You got some people doing 70-30. 60, whatever. But
Like-
when you discuss the thing, life insurance, you have to talk about all these things.
I
Do you clean up? Because I know.
Yes, right.
I know-
Right. You're gonna find that out when you go to her. Or let me tell you something. Go to her bathroom.
Ooh,
Go to a woman's bathroom.
And
that
make
is so true. Ooh, I tell my
Go
son
to
that too.
a woman's bathroom. I guarantee you're gonna find out if you leaving or you're staying the moment you go to a woman's bathroom. I guarantee.
Ladies, clean your house. You got to clean the bottom of the toilet too. I'm just saying. It's
And if you go to the bathroom and you see what I think you're gonna see,
jeez.
don't blame it on your son.
Oh,
man,
Don't
listen,
blame it on son, because if he's old enough, then he got chores and he's supposed to be doing them.
listen.
If
Yeah.
she
Look at
old
the
enough, she's supposed
details.
to be, yeah.
And I'm gonna say this to add on top of that.
Oh man,
Don't overlook what's in front of your face.
that's right. That's right.
Because a lot of times, because we are doing our 1-2,
Yes.
we will overlook the red flag.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Then like 6 months, 18 months later, like, man, you was a slob.
But you know why they over? You know why they
No, I
overlooking
know why
it,
they
though.
overlooking
You know
it.
exactly why
Yeah, I
they
know they're
overlooking
overlooking
it
it.
because
Yeah.
they blinded by that. So
yeah.
that's why they overlooking
Yeah,
it.
you
But when
overlooking it.
reality set in, and when you get home from work, and you you aching. And you shouldn't have to say certain things
I
to
agree.
get you to a comfortable state coming home from work. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Absolutely.
look here. We're going to go to break.
Come on,
We
yeah.
gonna go to break. But listen, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about what the ladies, I'm going to talk about what the ladies view as an asset.
Two
Oh, we
Lynn
got-
brothers,
we
you gotta
got-
hear
we
that.
got-
Yeah,
we
Tony
got-
brothers, we gotta hear that.
We waiting on that. That's what
Oh,
we
yeah,
here
yeah. I'm
for.
going to give it to y'all because, see, the thing is that y'all, men think because you provide that means that you are an asset. That's the bare minimum. That's what you should be doing.
Not all men.
That's what you should be doing.
Not all men.
That is what you should be doing.
So if
You
I
should
bring
be.
home the bacon, I gotta do other stuff.
See, that's we gonna
Hurry up and get back.
We gonna go to break. Ladies, listen, I got it. We about to go
I need
into
the
it.
bills to pay. What else you want?
I can pay the bills by myself. Did you not hear when I said I got my own bag? Listen here, we go on a break. We gonna be back. What's up, y'all? We back. I'm gonna just let Monica talk to y'all for a minute. She ain't asking for a lot. Know how to listen. Give me attention. So listen, ladies, I'm about to represent for us. Brothers think because
Some
you provide. Can I let you talk?
You putting us all in the same bag, though.
But okay, so let's
Put us
start
in the
here.
same
Number
basket.
one, a man should provide. Okay, that's what you should do. You should have some sort of job or some sort of business that you go to that makes you some money. That's number one. That is the bare minimum. So yeah, you go to work. Thank you. You should, because guess what? I go to work too. Okay, you say the bills getting paid. I can pay them with or without you, but I appreciate that you're here to help me pay them together as a teammate. But where the brothers miss it at, I need you to not just be a provider. I need you to be present. I need you to be present mentally. Just like a brother needs a woman to be his biggest supporter, women need their men to be their biggest supporter. I should not be getting all this extra attention. You know, I'm saying for the ladies that, you know, because I don't get none of that. But women should not be getting all this. Women should not be getting more attention on the outside than they get on the inside. When you neglect to compliment your lady, and when you neglect to do things for your lady without her having to ask you, you are running the risk of losing her. Slowly. Like, when was the last time brothers complimented your lady? For the brothers listening, if you got to think about it, it's a problem. Okay? When was the last time you told her she smelled good? Did you notice that she changed her hair color? Did you notice that she switched up her earrings? Have you noticed anything besides the meal that she's putting in front of you? Because if she's an asset woman, yes, I do believe a woman should know how to cook. And she should know how to cook. So I'm going to give you that. So, fellas, just because you go to work, baby, that is not enough. Because Sierra said it. She said, yeah, you bought me a car, but I can get him to buy me one, too. And I can buy my own. So let's check that box. You need to step your game up, okay? Also, when was the last time you romanced her? Have you forgotten what romance looks like? When was the last time you romanced her without trying to take it to another level? If you romance her the right way, you might get there without trying to get there. So, fellas, take some time with your lady. Romance her, okay? Do you know what she likes and how she likes to be romanced? Do you even know her love language? Maybe you're trying to love her the way you want to be loved. No. Just because touch is your language, maybe words of affirmation is hers. But maybe you ain't paying attention. And maybe that's why it ain't no action. And maybe that's why the action ain't been the action that it used to be. Because you trying to love her the way you want to be loved. So a asset man knows how to take time with his lady. And I'm not saying every day is going to be rainbows and sunshine, but an asset man understands that it's not just about his money. It's about his presence. It's about his awareness. It's about when she has had a long day at work, are you massaging her? I'm just saying, brothers, y'all can speak. I'll allow you. Let me turn your mic
really?
up.
Oh, now we can talk.
I'm just saying, like, brother, y'all get it confused. Yeah, you might be putting it down in areas, but guess what? It's a whole, just like y'all said, it's a lot of ladies that got that. It's a lot of men that got that.
Well, I'm going to definitely chime in because I'm definitely 100% asset. And at the end of the day, I spoke about this before. There's nothing about me that's liability in my relationship.
I need to have your lady on the air.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get her on there. I'm pretty sure you can get her on there. But I'm going to just go on in and say that I feel as though that, you know, most of everything that you was just speaking about probably fall up under that umbrella with that brother that says I'm taking care of everything. But he didn't get it, the fact that if you taking care of everything, you paying everything, you taking care of everything, you might want to check up under that umbrella and see what's around everything in that umbrella.
I think you said that too.
Yeah, I said I'm not that person though.
So
the reason why I'm not that person because I am the asset man that gets them flowers, them roses inside that little vase that's on that table every Monday. That's put up in there on
every
my
Monday?
off day. Every Monday that's put in there on my off day.
Okay.
Now the first one I dropped in there, you know, it was pretty much my first time buying them, so I had went and got these multicolored flowers.
Okay.
But then when I realized and started doing my homework, I started going to get them colorful roses, dropping them off up in
now.
there.
Is that her love language?
Listen, one thing about it, I had to do my homework on because I wasn't afraid to ask.
You know what?
I was not afraid to ask.
You might be all right.
I was not afraid to ask.
You might
and
be all right.
And once I found out what I needed to find out, that's when I start responding. See,
so hold on, let me pause you right there. Let me ask you, what did you ask? Because the brothers, listen, I know I said it a little harsh, but I'm being serious because this could help save some relationships. You said something powerful. You were not afraid to ask. What did you ask?
I asked her what is her definition of being romanced.
Okay.
And when she explained some things to me, I took heed to it. Right in there.
So let me ask you this too. I want to make sure. Now, when she gave you what her explanation of being romance was, you said you took heed. So you accepted her explanation and you didn't try to turn it and make it into what your definition of romance looked like.
No, because I was already doing mine.
Okay.
So when she explained to me her version of it, when she was speaking about it, I just sucked it all in right then and there. You know, see, the thing with me and why I say that I'm literally an asset is because we clean together. Mm-hmm. We cook together.
That's beautiful.
We in the kitchen from time to time cooking, making meals together.
That's
it's
beautiful.
Things that because I'm an animal in the kitchen. Ask anybody about me. I'm an animal in the kitchen
we'll bring
or
some
outside.
Food and I'll be the
So
we'll
at
be
the
the
end of the day,
judge.
literally,
bring
I'm
some
literally
food in.
ask anybody about me to tell you.
I'm
But
just
like I
bring
said,
some food
we
in
cook
and we'll
together.
judge.
We clean together. Let me tell you something that what really got me, and this is when I knew, without the shadow of a doubt, I knew when I witnessed her wanting to go to the laundromat with me.
Okay.
We wash our clothes together.
That's beautiful.
We fold clothes together on the table. You understand what I'm saying? I got that from an older he's a cousin and she's a cousin, but you know how they older than you and you respect them as an aunt and an uncle? My auntie Sam and my uncle Vic, I watched them as a kid. To how he treated her, how he pampered her, how he treated his woman. And when I witnessed them going to the laundromat,
yeah,
a lot of people, most people probably won't even get that and understand what that means. To go to the laundromat,
yeah, that's beautiful.
Put them clothes in the bag and put them in the car and tow them down there and get to the laundromat, go pick out that soap powder and everything that go with it, and be in the laundromat just vibing because it's a different vibe.
We coming to an end here. Classic closing remarks. This has been good. I appreciate that. We can go on with this subject for a minute. Co-host Kane, you got 30 seconds. Asset, liability. What you got to say?
Make sure you know your worth besides the material possessions that you have, that stuff you can show on the gram and things like that. That goes for the ladies and the fellas. Know what your worth is besides that. And fellas, ladies, investigate. Oh, take a little time. Open the book. Read it. See what's going on under the cover before you jump.
Not under those covers.
No, you are not under that cover, but see what's under the covers,
right?
And before we just make life-altering decisions, sometimes go ahead and figure that out.
Okay. Well, listen, y'all been listening to Uncut Uncensored. Y'all can go catch the show on YouTube. It's Relationship Talk, Uncut Uncensored. We got Mr. Ballhead Specialist on here. We got co-host Kang. And, of course, we got your girl Tasha. Also, if you are in the surrounding areas of Cleveland, Ohio, and you're looking for a videographer, you want to check out Third Eye Productions, I'm opening up his DMs. Listen, it's about to be the summertime. I want everybody to have a good time. We out.
Love you, Cleveland.
Y'all stay blessed.
What it's like to be in love. Hey, tell me what it's like to feel protected when you hug. I've been feeling like I'm stuck. I'm so stubborn when it come to feeling.